Learn about the best ways to stay safe on campus.
What Tucson has been doing to help children half a world away.
And how a local homeless shelter is bringing cheer to those in need this Thanksgiving. All this and more tonight.
Wildcast.
Good evening and welcome to the late edition of Wildcast. I'm Carollann Scott.
And I'm Janice Yu. Thanks for joining us tonight.
A person of interest has been detained in the shooting of an officer. According to the Tucson Police Department, Sergeant Robert Carpenter was shot in the head while responding to a possible break-in at a home near Broadway and Alvernon on Sunday. He is currently recovering from surgery. At this time, no charges have yet been brought against the suspect.
Gun crimes have been an increasing problem in Arizona, as it's one of the states with the least amount of restrictions regarding firearm control. Victims of the January 8th shooting have combined with local activists and have been pushing the legislature harder than ever for stricter gun laws since the incident. According to the U.S. Department of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, there are more than 1,100 federally licensed gun sellers in Arizona. As of June 2011, the state ranks 30th in the number of licensed gun dealers per capita, and there are about 19 licensees for every 10,000 residents in the state. With statistics like these, activists have been getting increasingly earnest about enacting more laws concerning gun safety.
I heard that you were able to go and shoot a gun this weekend.
Yeah, I actually shot a gun for the first time this weekend. It was really frightening. My arms are still sore.
Oh no, I know when I shot a gun for the first time, my shoulder was very sore. But it's interesting how many people do carry guns here in Arizona. Have you ever felt threatened or been a victim of a crime on campus? Our reporter, Megan Canterbury, talked to the University of Arizona Police Department about how to stay safe at the U of A.
The northwest side of Tucson has seen 2 home invasions in the past few weeks, an unprecedented amount for the tranquil Tucson community. While these invasions don't affect us here at the University of Arizona, we do deal with similar crimes, resulting in students feeling unsafe both on and off campus.
I get nervous sometimes, not so much this year because I'm usually just there during the day, but if I ever stay late to study or like sometimes last year when I was in the dorms, if it was nighttime I would get nervous a lot.
One of the highest crimes on campus, or actually the highest crime that occurs on campus, are property crimes. So you're looking at things like bicycle theft, laptop theft, criminal damage. When robberies have occurred on campus, it's usually in the very late hours or early hours of the day. So you're looking possibly, let's say, 2 in the morning. And usually it's when someone's walking alone, not aware of what's happening around them. And they're also walking in secluded areas, like maybe through an alley or between buildings where it's dark.
There are over 100 emergency blue light phone stations on campus. If you feel like you're being followed, simply find the nearest station and press the emergency button. It is important to find as many stations as you can in order to leave a trail for police. There were more than 50 burglary reports last year, and the numbers keep growing. Since theft is the #1 crime on campus, never leave any personal belongings unattended. Stay safe, Wildcats, and always be aware of your surroundings. Reporting at the U of A for Wildcast, I'm Megan Canterbury.
Ahead to escape from a fire. Welcome back. Multiple dorm fires on the UA campus in the last month have drawn concern towards fire safety. The Tucson Fire Department has received 30 full alarm dispatches to house fires since October 13th, which doesn't include fires in commercial buildings, apartments, or mobile homes. Captain Barrett Baker of the Tucson Fire Department says it's important to know your ways out of every room. The smoke caused by a fire makes it nearly impossible to find a direct escape route, so having a clear plan ahead of time is extremely important.
It's difficult enough to get out of a situation like that under normal circumstances, but if you have things that are impeding your progress, I mean, if you have furniture, if you have clothes strewn about, if you just have clutter, for lack of a better term, those are obstacles that are going to prevent you from getting out successfully.
You know, I think it's important that people make a plan and have a plan for in case of a fire. I know not a lot of people do.
I actually interviewed some people just on the campus, and no one had a fire escape plan. I don't even have one, to be honest.
Right, I don't think I have one here, but I do know that I've had evacuation plans back home, but never here. Something to think about. The third annual Give Back Kickback took place on November 16th. This event raised money for a very specific cause thousands of miles away. Wildcast reporter Alicia Mendel has the details on this party with a purpose.
A student-run U of A club called Arizona Resource Connection held their third annual Give Back Kickback event on Friday. The purpose for this event was to raise awareness of Tucson's refugee community.
I feel like it's a great thing for University of Arizona to have events like this, especially on university where everyone can come out, have a good time, help a good cause.
The goal of this event was to raise money in order to help finish building a school in Sedan, which is the original home to many of the refugees in the Tucson community.
We're trying to finalize the school, and there's also constructing a well right outside the village, so people can, in their hometowns in Abul Sedan, can obtain fresh water rather than traveling 4 to 5 miles one direction to obtain water.
In addition to raising money, Arizona Resource Connection has also provided supplemental workshops for refugees. It helps them learn marketing skills for employment and helps them prepare for the real world.
I hope they understand that what ARC's all about. We're here to develop real business skills for tomorrow's leaders while improving the local community here today. That's what we're here about.
Many students and Tucson locals alike enjoyed the event because they not only got a sense of a different culture, but also a sense of humility. Reporting from Geronimo Plaza on University, for Wildcast, I'm Alicia Mendel.
Thank you, Alicia. The annual El Tour de Tucson took place this past Saturday. The 111-mile race kicked off bright and early at 7 a.m. The lead group crossed the finish line about 4 hours later at Armory Park in downtown. Eric Marcotte took first place for the third year in a row. He finished the race in 4 hours, 13 minutes, and 28 seconds.
Sick and tired of the potholes on the streets of Tucson? The city's roads will be getting a well-needed makeover starting in late 2013 or early 2014. The passing of Proposition 409 will allow the city to sell $100 million in bonds to fix and maintain the roads. The work will be done by private contractors, which will create jobs and tax revenue for the city, while cleaning up the streets locals have wanted fixed for years.
Stay with us after the break for a look at how one Tucson shelter prepares for the upcoming holiday.
I'm Derek Williams, your former U of A Wildcat. You're watching UA TV. Don't change the channel.
I'll be right there.
Thanks, cameraman. You're my hero.
Hello, and welcome to UA Tonight.
We are your hosts.
No, but no.
It's okay, you don't have to cut me off.
No way.
Guatemala.
I'm like
Thank
literally
you so
obsessed.
much.
Ooh, baby, I've been
like glue, baby.
It's all these travelers. I've never even been there. For drunk driving after calling the cops on himself.
We thought that, you guys.
Oh my
God!
With an undefeated 5-0 outcome for the Fall Classic Tournament.
The Occupy movement is taking hold because of its strength in numbers.
Tonight is the absolute last night to ride the trolley, as it is closing for 2 years.
Sitting on what used to be known as Bear Down Field, which will soon be U of A's new practice field.
I'm Evan Murray, reporting from McHale Center with Wildcast.
Welcome back. People all over the country are stockpiling their favorite snacks after the news that Hostess will be liquidating production, and its long-running favorites, Twinkies, cupcakes, and snowballs, will no longer be sold. Hostess started as an interstate bakeries corporation in 1930 and grew to be the largest wholesale baker and distributor in the United States. But recent years have brought the company to its breaking point. Friday, Hostess shut down operation and liquidated its assets, costing more than 11,000 jobs.
Despite Twinkies having brought in more than $68 million this year, Hostess filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in January for the second time in a decade. Today, Hostess is mediating with the Bakery, Confectionery, Tobacco Workers, and Grain Millers International Union to reconstruct the brand and try to keep the snacks on the shelves just a little bit longer. If you go to our Facebook page at UATV3, you'll see a posted Twinkie recipe, so even if Hostess closes down forever, you'll never have to be without the sweet treat you've learned to love. Thanksgiving is only 2 days away now, and people everywhere are making last-minute preparations for the holiday.
We went to the Primavera Foundation to see what they're doing to bring Thanksgiving to those who need it most.
The Primavera Foundation helps fight poverty and homelessness by providing affordable housing, workforce development, and neighborhood revitalization right here in Tucson. Volunteer coordinator Ashley Krogel says how Primavera plans to spend Thanksgiving.
We serve several meals throughout our different programs. At our men's shelter, we're serving a meal on Thanksgiving for 150 men. We have a number, about 50 volunteers who are bringing in food and helping to serve, but we have a number of participants who aren't staying at a facility or a location where we serve a meal. So we provide them with a food box, and that typically includes all of the trimmings for your standard Thanksgiving meal.
The Primavera Foundation has been preparing for Thanksgiving for over a month. Volunteers have been given the opportunity to not only donate their time, but also donate food items.
Items such as these will be put in the boxes, and these boxes will be delivered to families so they can enjoy a Thanksgiving meal in their own homes.
While many have shown their giving spirit, donations are down this year.
I've been told that typically the food is just rolling in, but organizations throughout Tucson have been talking about how scarce their shelves look these days.
Primavera will continue to collect food items until Wednesday before Thanksgiving. While the food is limited, volunteers are abundant.
We are booked in terms of volunteers helping out on Thanksgiving, but definitely for December, already receiving phone calls about people interested in serving for those different meals, and we have several that are taking place kind of the week prior as well as on Christmas.
During the holiday season, being a part of Primavera is worth it for employees and volunteers.
I'm not able to be with my family this year, but I feel like this is the next best thing.
Primavera encourages anyone to donate items at any time. Reporting for Wildcast at the Primavera Foundation in South Tucson. A holiday tradition continues at Reed Park this Thanksgiving weekend. The City of Tucson Parks and Recreation Department is hosting its annual Holiday Arts and Crafts Fair at Reed Park this Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The fair hosts over 100 different vendors, including artists, photographers, painters, potters, jewelers, and general craft makers. Food and refreshments will be available for those who show up to view work from Tucson's local artisans and buy some unique Christmas presents you won't find anywhere else.
So speaking of holiday spirit, are you participating in any festivities this weekend?
I am going home for Thanksgiving. I'm very excited. But other than that, I don't have anything. What about you?
Nothing really, just maybe some Black Friday shopping.
Really, I've
Getting out there
never gone there for Black Friday shopping.
It's pretty crazy.
I bet.
As always, thanks for tuning in to the late edition of Wildcast. You can watch us anytime online at uatv.arizona.edu or on our YouTube channel, UATVCH3.
If you haven't already, be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Janice and Carollann. From all of us at UATV, we'd like to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you next week for another late edition of Wildcast.